Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky. Hope you're doing great today. Well, yesterday was a banner day for us. Over 100,000 pounds of stuff came in to the store. Miss Janice, my wife, is doing a fantastic job monitoring everything, operating the store with a bunch of help. You know, it's incredible when you look around and see that people are coming together to help other people that they don't even know. They're just doing the work because they can, and they're willing to serve, and it's just fantastic. It's just beautiful to see. And so we had just such a banner day yesterday. I mean, God bless so much. Over 160 people came through the store yesterday. I mean, incredible stuff. And right now, it's the middle of the morning, but right now people are warm because of the store, because of the things that you have done and others have done. And we, of course, have received those items and we have given those out. And it's just an incredible thing. Well, I want to take us to Judgment Day, not at the end of time, but at the beginning of time. Jesus is calling his disciples together. And in the process of doing that, he knows who he needs to do what he needs to do. And when he calls you to do something, don't resist. Understand that he knows who you are. He knows what you got. He knows what you can do. And he knows where you need to be. So don't resist and try to come up with some excuse or whatever, but just accept what God says. In John chapter 1, the Bible says that one of the disciples that Jesus chose was John. And he spoke to Andrew, Simon Peter's brother. This is verse 40. Verse 41. And he found his brother Simon, that's Peter, and said unto him, We have found the Messiah, which is being interpreted the Christ. Now this is good news. This is Old Testament prophecy coming to pass. I mean, this is living right now in the moment. We found the Christ. And he brought him to Jesus, and when Jesus beheld him or saw him, he said, Thou art Simon, the son of Jonas. Thou shalt be called Cephas, which is by interpretation a stone. Wow. So right now, at the beginning of this ministry that Jesus is going to have, he's calling his men. And he's putting them in place. Now the day following, verse 43 says, Jesus would go forth into Galilee, and he found Philip. And he said unto him, Follow me. Now Philip was of Bethsaida, the city of Andrew and Peter. Philip found Nathanael. Here's our key point. And said unto him, We have found him of whom Moses and the law and the prophets did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Now you can find this in Isaiah chapter 4. You can find it in the book of Micah, in Zechariah. Prophecy fulfilled. We found him. Wow, what an incredible thing to think about. How wonderful it is. Now, Nathanael says something very amazing, something we need to hang our hats on. Nathanael said unto Philip, Can there be any good thing that comes out of Nazareth? I mean, because Nazareth was the dregs of society. Nazareth wasn't a good place. It wasn't a city place. It was a bad place. It was a place where no good comes out of. But that's where Jesus came out of. Thank God for that. But Nathanael says, how can anything good come out of there? And I love Philip's answer. Philip says the greatest answer in the world. And he says, Come and see. Come and see. Now, if there's ever anything in your life that should start a motor turning, a life challenged, a benefit given, it is come and see. So if someone were to come to you and say, Show me Jesus, what would you do? You say, Well, I don't know what I'd do. Well, we need to think about that because people are looking for answers. Today is 112 days since the flood came. People are looking still for answers. We had over 160 people come through the store yesterday. My wife, Miss Janice, doing a fantastic job, as I mentioned earlier. And so we have people that are warm tonight because of the store, because of you, many of you that have given. And now is the time to ask the question, what can God do with me? Well, you say, I'm not suited. I'm not in the qualified position. Well, think about Jesus. He was from Nazareth, and Nathanael simply said, who can find anything good in Nazareth? I love Philip's answer. Come and check it out. Now listen to this. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him, that's because Philip asked, and said unto him, behold, an Israelite in whom there is no guile. Well, that's a big statement. Let me tell you about it in a minute. Nathanael said unto him, where do you know me from? And Jesus said unto him, before Philip called you, I saw you under the fig tree. I witnessed you there. And Nathanael answered and said, surely thou art Rabbi, thou art the Son of God, thou art the King of Israel. Wow. Okay, so let's break it down. Nathanael knew that he was an honorable man. Now, when Jesus says this statement, there's an Israelite in whom there's no guile. That means no craftiness, no trickery, no double standard, no wickedness, only righteousness, upstandingness, doing everything correct. This is a good man. Jesus recognized that and said to him, you are a man with no guile. You have no bad record. Wow. And Nathanael said, you know what? You are bound to be Messiah because you know me. Now, no matter where you are or what you've been a part of or what you've been exposed to, stop right now. Just stop. Let God work with you right now. You say, well, I've been disqualified. No. Let's stop. Let's just stop. Let God work with you. We have two things here. We have a man from Nazareth that is the dregs of society, that's not accepted anywhere. That's Jesus Christ. We have another guy from Capernaum, the region of Capernaum, Nathanael, that's better than most. But God brought that together. He brought Nathanael, that was better than most, to Jesus out of Nazareth that was worse than most, brought them together by the truth. And the truth was, God saw Nathanael and Jesus said that. I saw you before Philip ever got to you down at the fig tree. Nathanael said, surely this is Jesus of Nazareth. What a word, what a joy. And today, he knows you. He knows everything about you. He loves you, cares for you, wants to help you, desires to do so. Will you let him? You say, well, I've been too bad. I've done too much. No. Can't happen. Jesus Christ, arms open wide. Mercy, able to be given. Willingness to help in any situation if you will yet but trust him. Nathanael did that. Do you know how Nathanael died? His name was Nathanael. His surname was Bartholomew. And when you read the scriptures and you see Bartholomew, that's Nathanael. You know how he died? Tradition says he was filleted to death with a knife. They caught him. They tied him up. He would not recant. He would not disclaim Jesus Christ. And they started cutting his flesh off by filleting him to death. He died honorably as he lived. Jesus Christ is worth everything you have. Honor him, and God will bless you for it. God bless you. We love you. See you soon.